Members, comrades. The third session of the 14th National Committee of the CPPCC, with the concerted efforts made by all members, has completed all preset items on the agenda. The CPC Central Committee attached great importance to this session. General Secretary of the CPC Central Committee, Chinese President and Chairman of the Central Military Commission, Xi Jinping, and the leading officials of the party and the state attended the opening and the closing sessions. They visited national political advisors, attending a joint group meetings, and held discussions concerning national policies and principles. Over the past year, the CPC Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping at its core bore in mind the big picture, met the challenges calmly, united, and led the whole party and the entire nation in withstanding and overcoming difficulties with dedicated efforts, and marched forward bravely, achieving the main goals of economic and social development, thus making major achievements in advancing Chinese modernization. These achievements receive high praise from all members. And all members believe that China could take on a new look because that we perform well amid changes on international landscape. We owe our achievements to General Secretary Xi Jinping, who is at the helm charting the course to the sound guidance of Xi Jinping's thought on socialism with Chinese characteristics for a new era. And they all say that they should further acquire a deep understanding of two establishes, enhance the four consciousnesses, and reinforce the four matters of confidence, and also ensure the two upholds, and to further fortify the conviction and determination to strive for victories. During this session, all members discussed in depth the government's work report and other reports. Carefully deliberated the work report of the Standing Committee of the CPC National Committee and the report on the work of proposals from political advisors, and achieved fruitful results. This is a conference that hold high the banner, pull wisdom and strengths, look for the truth, and be practical and promote unity and progress. It has showed the advantages of the system of CPPCC and the vitality of the whole process people's democracy. At the meeting marking CPPCC's 75th anniversary, General Secretary Xi emphasized that the CPPCC should carry forward the fine traditions, bearing in mind the political responsibilities, and it should also be committed to the seamless integration of CPC leadership, the United Front, and Consultative democracy, and also need to give full play to the role of the CPPCC as a special consultative body, and therefore to gather people's support, consensus, wisdom, and strengths to advance modernization. We should bear in mind the importance of preserving the nature and position of the CPPCC and pursuing unity and democracy, and made solid efforts to promote full cohesion, and also enhance our capacity for political consultation, democratic oversight, and participation in and deliberation of state affairs, so as to better responsible for CPC Central Committee's decision and deployment and CPPCC's work requirements to pool the wisdom and strengths of the sons and daughters of China and homes and abroad. First, to succeed in the efforts for cohesion, we should remain committed to the party's leadership. The leadership of CPC Central Committee is the fundamental basis for people to have and maintain strong unity and confidence. Therefore, we should keep in mind the system, the organization, and political attribute of the CPPCC, as well as the major responsibilities of the members. And the political parties, the people's organizations, and public figures from all ethnic groups and sectors of society should always keep it in line with the CPC Central Committee, with Comrade Xi Jinping at its core in terms of political stance, direction, principle, and path. Our shared theoretical and political foundation need to be further consolidated, so the will and the propositions of the CPC are converted into consensus and action among all political parties, people's organization figures across the country.
Second, to succeed with for cohesion, we must perform our duties by focusing on China's modernization. Facilitating China's modernization is the laser focus of our work. Wherever the central task of the party and state is where we will mobilize the people's consensus, wisdom, and power towards. We must inspire the the nation with the great achievement of the party in leading people across different ethnicities. We must focus on deepening reform, advancing high-quality development, protecting and improving people's livelihood, and ensuring social stability in carrying out our surveys and making suggestions and proposals. We must serve the big picture and people's livelihood through high-quality consultation and suggestions so as to deepen unity and solidarity. CPPCC members must be down to earth in discharging their duties and in succeeding with the performance of their responsibilities. Third, to succeed with full cohesion, we must leverage the political role of the patriotic united front. We need to strengthen unity and solidarity so that the CPPCC can become the organizer of the vast united front. We must put in our hearts in enhancing communication and interaction so as to enhance our consensus. We must improve the mechanism of interaction between CPPCC members and the general public so that we can bring warmth to the general public and reinforce their consensus and support and constantly be the speaker of positive energy. We must also make sure that the CPPCC can serve the people and constantly enhance the great solidarity of people across different ethnicities and enhance the solidarity between Chinese and Chinese overseas. For us to succeed with for cohesion, we must leverage the CPPCC's role as a major channel of socialist consultative consultative democracy and a professional advisory body. The CPPCC is a great platform of practicing democracy, enhancing the participation of state affairs, and in enhancing solidarity. We must improve the mechanisms of consultative interaction, the expression of views, and the consolidation of consensus. We must also strengthen the coordination between the CPPCC and other forms of consultations so that we can truly deliver solidarity and great connection. We must do a good job in spreading the policies of the party, in safeguarding the interests of the general public, and in advancing social harmony. Dear members, comrades, let us unite firmly under the CPC Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping at its core, implement the great consensus reached at the 20th CPC National Congress and its second and third plenary sessions, and forge ahead with solidarity, work vigorously to build a strong socialist country, achieve the second centenary goal, and advance the great rejuvenation through Chinese modernization. Please all rise for the national anthem. Now I declare the third session of the 14th National Conference of the CPPCC is closed.